Have fun with the weekend's highlights of the European League of Football, presented by Ghazi, the official main sponsor of the ELF.
Captain their bag for the playoffs. Now they have a trips formation to the right side, a bunch formation. Clark is looking there and going to the end zone, and the pass is caught. Touchdown! Adria Botea Moreno. The Nordic Storm take the ball. They march down the field. It looks real easy. And then Clark with a touchdown pass to his Spanish tight end. And the Storm score first. For the Nordic Storm, number 53, Ola Kimrin, veteran of NFL Europe. 53, that just might be his age. Haven't checked lately, but he's definitely on the older side. And he makes the kick, and the Nordic Storm leads 7-0. Ola Kimrin was kicking in NFL Europe for the Frankfurt Galaxy a long time ago. And here's the touchdown pass by Jadrian Clark to Adria Botea Moreno. Coverage by Omari Williams. And, well, Williams is the safety. He's just looking at the receiver. Doesn't get turned around. Has no chance to defend the ball in the air. He was just trying to play the hands of Botea Moreno, but he is strong enough to take the ball away. Penalty that helps the Rhein Fire. They start at the 31, their own 31. Chad Jeffries, 3 receivers on the field. They hand it off to Jonathan Scott, who's patiently waiting for the hole, and here it is. Jonathan Scott, big play, and he has a clear path to the end zone. Touchdown, Rhein Fire. Jonathan Scott, what an answer. That looked easy. A 69-yard touchdown run by Jonathan Scott. Something to celebrate for the traveling fans, and, well, starts like a shootout. If it turns out into one, I won't complain. Sebastian van Zanten. And the PAT for the Rhein Fire is also good, and so it is 7-7.
Timeout on the field for TV break.
The drive that took all of 15 seconds, that was the time that Jonathan Scott needed to find the opening. Great block by Mark Pope, the wide receiver on the outside. And you know, they always say, well, if you have a great run, you usually have a good block by a receiver on the outside. Well, little holding and grabbing, nothing too serious, no flag coming out. But if you're a fan of the Nordic Storm, you look at that and you say, well, I would have thrown a flag, and you could justify throwing a flag here, no question. But they didn't. And Jonathan Scott is so Van Zanten with the field goal attempt, I'm sorry. And the officials are thinking about it, but it's good. Weren't quite sure. So Nordic Storm hold the Rhein Fire to 3 points, but these 3 points they get. We're taking another look at it. Well, Can't tell from the camera angle because the camera is losing the ball. So that worked out well. Even if Clark had to throw a little against the grain, against his body. Here's Clark going deep. Jadrian Clark, touchdown! Edwin Almeida. A big play. They're trying to PAT again, and this one is blocked. Doesn't get across the line of scrimmage. And so it stays. (13-10) to the Nordic Storm. And here's another look. Clark looking like he was gonna run the football, and then Seibel with the coverage on Almeida. Almeida with the post corner, and Seibel could not catch up. He just recognized too late what was going on. Almeida now with 3 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown. Those are his first 3 catches of the season. He does not have any receiving statistics so far this year. And this one is good as well. So the Fire tie up the game with 5:15 left in the first half. It is now 13-13. And there's no question about this one. Easy job for the officials. They keep the offense out there, which I don't condone. I would not do that. Here's Clark over the middle, and he gets his man, and there is a touchdown by Simon Ferns. And so they risk it all. And they are successful. Wow. Now they were really, really, really lucky here. They should not have had the time to snap the football without the injury to the Rhein Fire player. Now it's all hunky-dory on the sidelines, but well, that's not the process you want to get to this position. Ola Kimrin makes the PAT, and so the Nordic Storm with 5 seconds left in the first half lead 20-13. And yeah, great job by Simon Ferns and good job by Jadrian Clark, keeping calm amid the chaos and finding receiver across the middle. That was a wild ending to this Nordic Storm drive. But you see how it goes. It's total chaos, and then they scored a touchdown, and then everybody forgets about what happened before. Lucky here, but the Fire will try a very long field goal. This is a 57-yard attempt for Van Zanten. Snap was not ideal, and the kick is good. It's a great kick. Sebastian Van Zanten with a 57-yard field goal, and so the Rhein Fire close the gap. It is only 20-16. Great job by Van Zanten. Another handoff to Zulerot, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Nordic Storm! Armand Zulerot. Average of 5.2 yards per attempt. And Clark is looking for Beaulieu, who goes up and gets the football. Chauncey Moore, no chance to defend that. And it is 28-16, but we have a flag. Maybe. It's an offside on the Fire defense, and Mr. Linderhammer, who is actually named Beaulieu, can celebrate. Well, Jadrian Clark.
Defense. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. The result of the try is good.
While Jadrian Clark is celebrating with his head coach. Brandon Beaulieu coming over to the officials just to find out what the penalty is. And then there's a realization, it counts, it counts. No time left after that. And now Jeffries to the end zone. Haaland Kofi with the catch. With a circus catch. That was sensational. It will not be enough for the Rhein Fire, but that was still sensational. Kofi going up, grabbing the football. It never touched the ground. He goes over Larsen Ledet and Rohan Dardelen. Here's a PAT by Van Zanten. The kick is good. That means the Fire close the gap to 5 points. They still need a touchdown. They have 5 seconds.
Has declared that they are going to attempt an onside kick. Onside kick.
That is the theory. And it is caught by Brendan Beaulieu. And the Nordic Storm will face the Vienna Vikings next week on Saturday in Vienna. The Nordic Storm will beat the Rhein Fire after 2 ELF Bowl, 2 ELF championships in a row for the team from Düsseldorf. It wasn't to be this time. Those are the semifinals of the European League of Football 2025.